When parents of 11 plus students see a tutoring centre claiming a 100% pass rate, the healthy instinct is skepticism, and I want to explain what it actually takes to make that number real. You see, our founder came into education from investment banking and a software company exit, which means we've spent years in environments where results were either genuinely verifiable or they weren't, and there was no comfortable middle ground. When we looked at most 11 plus tutoring, what we found was an industry built almost entirely on quiet hope. Work hard, cross your fingers, and if it goes wrong, the explanation is always something sympathetic like, she just wasn't quite ready, which is a kind way of saying the preparation didn't work, and nobody wants to own that. So we refused to build something that worked that way. We went back to basics and we asked one question: what does a predictable outcome actually require? And the answer was 3 things applied without exception every single time. First, a plan built from a real diagnosis rather than a generic syllabus handed to every student regardless of where they actually are. What your student needs and what the student next to them needs are rarely the same thing, and treating them identically produces the same mediocre average every time. Second, structured progression with no weaknesses left unaddressed, because one unchecked gap has this quiet habit of unraveling everything else that your student has built, and it always surfaces at the worst possible moment, usually under time conditions when there's no room to recover. Third, genuinely understanding the exam itself rather than just the subjects, because knowing how an 11 plus examiner thinks and what trips students up year after year is a completely different skill from simply knowing the content well, and most tutors only have one of those 2 things. Your student in year 4 has something families in year 5 genuinely wish they still had: enough time for all 3 of these to work properly without panic and without cramming. So if you want an honest picture of where your student actually stands right now, message me the word PASS and I'll send you a link to a free 11 plus national ranking assessment that maps out exactly where the gaps are and what needs to happen next, so you're building from truth rather than assumption.